Recorded Books presents ForkFight, Whisks, Risks, and Conflicts Behind the Restaurant Curtain by Mark H. Brezinski with Mark Sturtz, narrated by Mark H. Brezinski. Dedication. ForkFight is dedicated to everyone who has ever believed in me and the restaurants I helped create and operate, including investors, staff, executives, friends, family, consumers, and other believers. It takes intestinal fortitude, a thick skin, and perseverance beyond what anyone can ever tell you you need to make this happen. ForkFight is also dedicated to my parents, Henry and Betty Brezinski. My dad wasn't always a believer. I honestly don't think he ever learned how, but he supported me in his own way by teaching me a work ethic and the ability to enjoy the fruits of labor that became a part of my own fabric. No one I've known has ever worked harder, and few have displayed the generosity that he was legendary for. My mother was a tireless believer for as long as she was alive, and she was my source of creativity, sensitivity, and perspective. This book is not about them, but it wouldn't have been possible without them. Neither is far from my work, and my appreciation for their lessons is boundless. Finally, ForkFight is dedicated to everyone who chooses to support the restaurant industry, its workers, vendors, and investors at all levels. We're mostly an industry of people pleasers, determined to create better ways for you to dine, celebrate, and escape. We may not always show it, but at the heart of our work is a love of discovering ways to persuade you to go out and enjoy a meal with us. Your choices in the U.S. are the most varied and abundant of any country in the world. Our hospitality industry employs tens of millions and is ever transforming the trends of what and how we eat. Thank you on behalf of all of us who have ever dedicated our lives to making your lives a little better through the boundless joys of food and beverage. It's because of you that we do what we do. Author's Note. The views and stories shared in ForkFight are based on my own memories of the experiences I have had over my career. These are not the views of any of the corporations or people I worked with over that time, and any inaccuracies are solely my own. I have done my best to recall and write to the best of my recollection. Foreword, written by Neville Panthaki. I had heard about Mark Brezinski from Chef Floyd Cardoz, my mentor with whom I had worked in New York City. Floyd shared that he was unable to consult with Mark on a project he was working on and wanted to know if I might be interested in pursuing it with him. At the time, I was living in Southern California with my wife Michelle, also a chef, and we were enjoying the beauty of San Diego and all that comes with coastal living. I was curious, so I checked out Payway Asian Diner, the successful concept Mark had just exited. Combined with what Floyd had shared with me, his new venture seemed to make perfect sense. His vision combed the wonderful cuisines of South Asia with the aspiration of elevating these exotic and vibrant flavors to a national level. It was an enticing proposition. Mark contacted me from Dallas, and we decided to meet. He came out to the restaurant I oversaw just north of San Diego and brought along his former Payway partner, Mo Bergevin. I composed a creative tasting menu for them, and we hit it off. He offered me a position on the spot. We opened Bengal Coast, this taste of the other Asia, in late 2007. During my time with Mark, spanning over 3 years, I was inspired by his creativity and fierce dedication to his vision. His passion for educating, inspiring, and connecting with staff, guests, investors, and vendors was awe-inspiring. Sure, we had our disagreements, as creative people often do, but Mark is Mark, stubborn as fuck, loyal to his followers, emotional yet guarded. His pet peeves included the aromas of fish sauce hitting the wok, not greeting guests at the door within 30 seconds, and experimenting too much with traditional foods and obscure flavors. The cuisine at Bengal Coast was exceptional, and it was a bold idea that was far ahead of its time. The great financial crisis of 2009 thwarted
Sample complete. Ready to continue?